it was kind of a crazy thing. I grew up playing baseball and football, but like one day my homeboy was like, "Hey, Amir, you want to play basketball?" I'm like, "Yeah, why not? Who cares? All right, I'll play." He's like, "We're gonna play. You're gonna play on my dad's team." All right, cool. It was like 8th grade, like going to my freshman year. I was like playing the AAU tournament or AAU basketball game, and I'm out there, I'm like getting rebounds and stuff.
Yeah.
All you hear is travel, travel, travel. I'm like, what, bro?
You gotta put it on the ground,
You gotta
bro.
put the ball on the ground. So I'm like, man, heck no. So I ended up getting like 20 rebounds or something like that, and I ended up scoring like 15 points. And then like the referee was like, you're shooting a 1-on-1. And I was like, what is that? He goes, if you make it, you get another one. If you miss it, grab the rebound. I'm like, all right.
Done.
Clank off the backboard.
Just threw it off the back.
It, laid it up.
Oh, stop.
It was so funny, but I was bigger than everybody.
Yeah, you're out athleting all
and
these
I could
kids.
jump over all of them. But my freshman year comes around. I mean, well, by this time, my grandfather had passed away, and he taught me how to play baseball.
So he was obviously a big.
He's a big influence for me in baseball. And when he passed away, I really didn't have the feeling like I couldn't play baseball no more.
Sure.
It was like it was a touchy, it was just. It hurt me too much, because this was his dream. And
been there, man.
Yeah, I know he would want me to play, so I gave that up. My freshman year, played on varsity for basketball, averaging like a double-double, my bad. But
my bad.
I went, my sophomore year, I got really good. I ended up getting ranked like in the top 100 my sophomore year.
Right.
And by this time, I stopped being like I was basically a center, but I started like dribbling the ball, and I'd be able to shoot and go to the rack and getting a skill set.
That's what we call a guy. You're a fucking guy.
I was starting to get a skill set, and so I'm like, man, I can do this for real. Like I'm really good. So I moved out to California from Vegas.
Right, there was some transferring going on.
Some transferring going on.
Transfer in high schools, you start to identify, you know what, this is something I can do. This is something I think I can hone. This is a real path for me.
Yeah, and so I was playing. And then my junior year, I transferred to LA and went to Lusinger. If you guys don't know, DeLon Wright plays for the Mavericks, point guard.
Right.
We had Akil Quinn went to San Diego State. Jerry Blakes plays overseas, but and also Russell Westbrook, Darrell Wright went there as well.
Oh,
They were coached by my coach, and my cousin was the coach too. So I went there, and it was like, it's time to see what you can do.
Right. Step up.
I went there, and I balled out. We won CIF, and you being from California, right?
Yes.
You know how hard it is. CIF, in-state, and all that. Regardless of any sport, how many games you got to play to win it. So we won CIF. Me and DeLon Wright got co-MVPs. CIF MVP of the Bay League and whatever, and we played against some dudes, like some dudes. So we lost in state to Taft. Played against Spencer Dinwiddie. Bryce DeJean Jones, he passed away. He played for the Pelicans. We played against some guys, man. But after that happened, it was it was like a bump in the road, with my schoolwork and all that. And
right.
Stuff
Well,
like that.
Don't look, brother. Don't feel bad.
No. I don't feel bad
because I was there, man. I was like, between you and me, I had my grandmother pass my math class in junior college, so I could get a scholarship and go to Texas Tech. Shout out Texas Tech, Repping Tech.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like in California, I wasn't going to pass out there. Like,
no.
Proficiency, I wasn't going to pass.
I'd
like
take the SAT, pay money to take your test. Not happening.
And then, like, my school, like, they fired my coach and stuff like that. So I was like, man, I can't come back here. And it wasn't a good education school anyway.
Right. It's not
I couldn't go.
Yeah.
So Finlay Prep called, and they was like, hey, Amir, we want you. One of the best schools in the country, top 2. I mean, you got Avery Bradley, you got Tristan Thompson, you got Anthony Bennett, you got Mike Kabungo. You got all these guys that went to the league from there.
Right.
There was like 13 guys, like Oak Hill. So, I went there.
So it's a no-brainer for you.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm going to play.
Yeah.
So I went back to Vegas because I left Vegas, went back, and the competition there was so crazy. Like, we went like 27-4 that year or something like that, maybe, or something like that. But, I played against some guys like Austin Rivers, LeBron Nash, like, I played against Brad Beal. I played against like all these top dudes, and I was giving them work. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I was giving these guys work, and I'm like, Anthony Davis, I was ranked in front of him at a Pangos camp, but, I was giving these guys buckets, and I'm like, man, I can do this. Yeah. So end of senior year, I had almost every scholarship I could imagine.
Sure.
And
everybody's calling.
Yeah,
it's a matter of choices for you
it's
now.
a matter of choices, and then it's like, all right, I picked St. John's University. And it's like, damn.
Why though?
The honest truth is, I went to New York on a visit, fell in love with the city, not the school.
Sure, the city.
The
area.
Yeah, the area. So I fell in love with that, and that was like, I went to the city, and we went out there. Steve Lavin, he's a smooth talking dude, really great dude. To this day, I still talk to him. I love him, and he's like, yeah, Amir, like, he taking me out. He's just smooth talking, just like
this
all
is your
coaches.
oyster, my friend.
And I'm
this
like,
is your
dang.
Playground.
And St. John's is in Queens, New York, and I'm in the city. I'm like, oh, I want to come here. I was telling my dad, hey, Dad, I want to come here. It's over. Hey, call Kansas, I ain't coming. Call Oregon, I ain't coming.
I mean, come on.
Call UCLA, I ain't going.
Call Kansas, no thanks.
Hey,
call
I'm out.
Oregon, no thanks. I mean, come on.
I'm like, man, nah, I ain't even going there, man. I was like, it's over. And I was committed to St. John's. And then at the end of the year, my dad's like, son, I want you to do me one favor. I'm like, what, Dad? Like, he goes, I want you to pick up the baseball and start throwing it. And I'm like, man, no, I don't want to do that, Dad. Like, no, I don't want to do this.
And at that point in time, is your grandfather still? Because that's still fresh for you, probably. Yeah, it doesn't matter that it's that far down the road. That's still fresh for you.
Yeah, it's still fresh. But I didn't really I literally told my dad that story like a few years ago, and he was like, damn, son, like that made sense. Like,
sure.
Like, why? And he was like, see, like everything happens for a reason. And so my dad was like, son, I just want you to throw this baseball for me, and you know what I mean, just do it for me. We don't have to do nothing, whatever. So what my dad was doing was funny. It was like he was going behind my back and telling like teams like, yeah, he's gonna play baseball. Like, don't worry, he's gonna play baseball. We got it, because he always wanted me to play baseball as well. He's like, we got it, we got this, we got this. And so one day, I was with my pitching coach, and my dad was like, all right, you can do a workout at CSN for one team, the Rays. All right, cool.
Here comes, Cal State Northridge.
Cal
State Northridge.
One team, it was in CSN. I go to CSN and work out. And so I go there, it's all MLB teams are there, and I want to throw up. And I'm like, Dad, what do you do this? And he's like, son, you're going to be okay. Whatever, I go through my routine, play. I know, go in there. And then, like first pitch, 98. Second pitch, 97. Third pitch, 96, 98. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm looking at my pitching coach. I'm looking at my pitching coach. He's like,
pissed off I am at you right
now? Bro, I was looking at my pitching coach, and I was like, all right, what else do you want me to do? What other pitch? He said, throw a couple curveballs. All right, curveball, poop.
When was the last time you had thrown a curveball?
I don't even know. Like, I was just like, I was working out, but it was like, I'm throwing 98. And I was like, what do I do? Like, I didn't know, like, baseball's, I just like, whatever. And he was like, all right, he was like, no, we'll save the curveball for later. Throw some more fastballs, 98, 97, 97, 98. And I was just like, oh my God, all over the place. Just shoom. And then he's like, all right, that's good enough. And,
yeah.
And the guys were like, man,
we'll take them.
They were like, Amir, that was awesome. It was like, I haven't seen scouts out here since, Bryce Harper, and it was like, it was like, this has been the package it's ever been. And I was like, man. All right, I was like, Dad, let's go. I'm gonna go to basketball practice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, let's go.
So what are the conversations like from the scouts at that point? Did they stop and talk to you? And at that point, are they trying to get a feel for what Amir Garrett wants to do moving forward? Are they trying to entice you? Like, what is the conversation like? Because I mean, we're talking right now, and it's like curveball. What? No, here's 98. I didn't know. Like, what is a where are we going? What is this conversation?
How you twist it? I don't know.
Right, like what? But what is your reaction to them, and what is that conversation like?
Like, to be honest, like I wasn't turned on by it at all. Like when they would have a conversation with me, and I'm like, I really didn't know like what this was bringing.
Like, what is it? What does the future hold?
Yeah,
like, if I say yes to you, what does that mean?
Yeah, there was like, Amir, you got it, man. Like that was impressive, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
all right,
cool.
nice.
Sure.
Like, and I'm talking to my dad, and I'm like, Dad, like, he's like, son, like, this could be a dream come true for you. And I'm like, all right, cool.
From the left side.
I'm like, Dad, like, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's go to basketball practice. And the crazy thing is, all my teammates from Finlay came and watched me. They came and watched me in the workout.
And so after they were like, hey, man, it was fun playing with you.
Yeah.
No, that's what a lot of them were saying. Like, they were like, like Amir. They was like, man.
Give me tickets, man.
Hey, they were like, we'll see you, man. You ain't about to play no basketball.
Yeah, right?
You might as well call Lav up and be like, nah. He's like, because what I just seen, he's like, I know, like, Nick Johnson went to Arizona. He's like, what I just seen, he's like, bro, like, that was amazing.
Right.
He's like, but I'll still hit a home run off you.
Yeah,
Or whatever. But,
drop it.
you know what I'm saying? But those guys, you know, they came and support me, but I still didn't know, like, you know, I thought it was basketball or nothing.
Sure.
You know, and then I had another workout in front of everybody again, and, you know, we go to draft day. Literally go to draft day.
Are you worried about draft day? Are you excited about draft day?
I don't know. Like, so I'm like, okay.
You're like, what is
dad's
this?
like, yeah, like, so, you know, there was chatter about, like, you know, first round, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I don't know. So
But you still got that hoop dream.
Yeah.
Hoop dream still,
I
still alive and well.
I committed, though. Everything, you know, I signed the letter of intent. I was going to college no matter what.
Yeah, that's a done deal. So understanding for the folks who are listening, you got to understand, this is called leverage. Yeah. This is leverage. Nene. I can go to the NBA. The league is a real dream, so you better come correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now, teams, you have the rare opportunity that so many guys, even to this day or after, which is to put the team's feet to the fire. Now, fuck you. I'm calling the shots here. This is what I want. This is how I want it because this is what I have in front of me.
Right.
Not that you know what that means today, but did you have any sense what that was like being, quote unquote, in the driver's seat?
My dad talked to me about it, and you know, my advisor, like, you know, like they were like, Amir, we got it. Like, you're in the driver's seat with this. Like, you're good. So, you know, draft came along. I'm on the couch. You know, my dad's like, all right, turn on TV, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Dad, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, we just chilling. Right. So, like, we're watching the draft. Everybody goes by, whatever. Everybody goes by, and it's like, damn. All right, well, I didn't get drafted today. Okay, cool, whatever. I don't really care. I think I went to the gym and like shot around or whatever.
Sure.
But I really wasn't tripping because I was like, this is just something that I'm gonna do. If I don't make it, I'm going to the NBA, whatever. So, like the later rounds come around. It's like 20th round. I'm like, I'm tired of this. Go take a nap, right? 22nd round comes out, and it's like, ring, ring, ring. Well, answer phone, hello. Excuse me. Who is this? They go, it's the Cincinnati Reds. We picked you in the 22nd round. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. Literally like that.
Thank you.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Call you later.
I'm like, all right, appreciate it. You know what I mean? They're talking like, you excited? I'm like, yeah, I just woke up, though. I'll call you back. You know
I just woke up, though.
Hey, my dad was like, son, you just got drafted. I was like, I know. They just called me. Like, what does that mean? Like, I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Like, I don't know what this means.
Where does this go?
You know, like, whatever. So
do you at that point feel like, oh man, like, do I have to pick between basketball and baseball right now? Is this like decision time?
This is exactly how I felt. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do. I was like, man, play basketball or baseball, and I was like, damn. So my dad said, can I do both? He said, I don't know. Something depends on, you know, how we negotiate or whatever. If you want to play both, we're gonna try to get you to play both, and you know, everything's gonna work out for itself.
Do you have an agent at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Advisor.
Oh yeah.
He had an advisor.
Yes. Yeah, agent. Yeah. You would be in trouble, man. Come on. Advisor. So I go. It's like we fast forwarded. You know, I graduate high school. I mean, I graduated the month before, but you know, I'm doing workouts in the summer. Damn, August comes around. They go, Amir, we get a call. My dad get a call from my coach. He go, Amir, I'm just packing up, you know, about to go to college. So we got some bad news. I said, what? You ain't going to college. I said, whoa. I said, hold on. No. I cried my eyes out. I said, what you mean I can't go to college? They said, one of your classes didn't go through with the clearinghouse. The clearinghouse.
Oh,
and I go, what?
Man.
And I go, and when this is a class I did the whole year, and like,
right,
you know, and I finished it.
You're bringing up bad memories.
And I'm like, man, how'd the clearinghouse gonna do this? They said that we're good and all this.
Credits transfer, everything is good. Everything is good.
And they hit me at the end. It was like, man, they said one class that you had, it didn't go through because they shut down the school or something like that year. So everybody that went to that school in the summer, none of us qualified. None of us. So it was like me, Norvell Pell going to St. John's with me, Jakar Sampson going to St. John's with me. Another guy, Savon Goodman, that went to
the NC double assholes at work.
Yeah, it was like, man, what the hell? Why would you guys do this to us? Like, you know, so we came up with a plan real quick. I had to go to a school in Maine, Richmond, Maine.
Yeah.
All boys school.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, Prep Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
how's that? How you living?
That shit was crazy because I was like, damn. All right, whatever. So I go there in August, and the deadline is like I want to say the 25th.
What, to commit or to?
No, to sign for the draft.
Mm-hmm.
And so I take my visit to New York, and I go there. So I'm like, all right, they're giving numbers back and forth and negotiating the contract, and I'm like, my dad goes like, calls me, and I'm like in New York walking around like by myself because like they're like, all right, okay, this is the last night you could sign or whatever. I'm like, all right, I'm freaking out. My dad goes,
it's a big day.
Yeah, my dad goes like, they want you for $400,000. So I go, yes, let's do it. Let's go, Dad, let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Hell yeah. I said, let's go. He said, no. I'm going to call you back. I said, what you mean? No. Hey. So he calls me back in 10 minutes. He says, they want you for $650, but we're going to get you up. We're going to get you up there. I'm like, yeah, no, Dad, come on, man. Sign that thing right now. Yeah. He calls me back two more times. One more time he calls me back. 2 minutes to go, like before, he goes, they want you for $850. I was like, no, Dad, let's go right now. Sign. He was like, no, son, we're going to get you a meal. Don't worry about it.
2 minutes, bro.
Hey, he goes, I'm like, Dad, click.
Oh.
He calls me back like 2 minutes after. He says, son, it's good. We got you $1 million.
Yeah.
And I go, dang, that's it, right? And so, we signed everything. And I'm like, it makes it a little bit better. Like, that I didn't go to college. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. All right, whatever. But when that check don't hit, like you still like, what I mean? It hits like September. I'm like, damn, I'm like, bro, like
some of that.
I'm like, yeah,
thought this was a deal, right? I thought this was done.
I'm gonna see it right here in front of me, like this. But I ended up going to Bridgeton Academy, got a little money while I was there. Would have made everything better. And I was playing basketball there, a little bit working out and playing with them.
Right.
And then December comes. I needed to pass my math class, and I had like a 74 in that class. Everything, all A's and B's, you know what I mean? 74.
C's get degrees.
And I'm doing the test, right? And I'm like, damn. I'm like, shoot, this stuff's hard, bro. And I put my blood, sweat, and tears in the thing. I said, hey, you got to get to college, bro. I was like, you got to get there. You got to get there. I did it. Teacher calls me. He's like, Amir. I'm like, what, man? I was like, man, I'm tired of this bad news stuff. Don't tell me nothing bad. I was like, come on, man, because I'm about to go crazy. He said, I mean, you didn't do so good on your math test, whatever. And I go, so what does that mean? I said, I failed. All right, I'm going to stay here. I don't care, whatever. I was at this point, I was like, man, I'm off this. So he goes, I mean, you didn't do good, but you didn't do bad. I'm like, what did I get? He was like, you got a 70%. And I was like, okay, what does that mean on my grade? He's like, you passed the class with a 72 point something. I was like, yeah.
Boom, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Called my dad. Hey, I'm on the first flight smoking to New York right there. Got a plane ticket, left everything. I didn't care. Got a taxi. The taxi was like $200 from Bridgeton, Maine to the airport.
Don't matter.
I didn't care. Got in the taxi.
Already
went out there.
Yeah.
Flew to New York. Got a hotel. Hey, coach, I'm here. What's up? Like, I was like, I'm good. Let's do it. Let's do it. He's like, all right, we got to wait a couple of days for the NCAA to get this credit in. And I'm like, man, you better tell them to hurry up. I got the report card and everything.
Right.
Like,
it says
we're good. I was like, all right, waited a few days, went to practice, and I'm like, damn. I get to St. John's, and I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Right.
It felt like it was like 5 minutes went by, like for a case of like 4 months. And I was like, what? It felt like, I was like, oh my gosh. And the day that I went, I literally practiced and I played that night.
Right.
So I practiced, and I'm like, oh, man, I'm tired and whatever. So that night, my coach was like, Coach Lavin, he had cancer at the time. And then so Steve Dunlap was the associate head coach. So he filled in. And it was 6. I was over there practicing, blah, 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 and I came in and we were talking. He was like, you know what's so important to me? And he's like, loyalty is so important to us. And he was like, 2 other people decommitted from us. He said, but Amir stayed true, and he gave us everything he had, and we're gonna give him everything we had. And it was so sick, I almost wanted to cry for real.
That's dope.
And then
that is dope.
That when I got on the court, it was like I didn't think I was gonna play that night because I didn't know anything. Like 10 minutes into the first half, Amir, come on! I'm like, whoa,
yeah.
Shit. I'm
game
like,
time.
Game time. All right, bet. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. I went over there. I was trying to unsnap my stuff. I couldn't unsnap it. I'm like, whoa.
Tearaways ain't tearing.
All right, cool, whatever. And then everybody just like went crazy, like, I was like, yeah, like screaming, and I'm like, I wanted to cry.
Yeah.
I know. And the first bucket I got was a dunk.
Yes.
Like,
Yes. Breakaway.
I barely. No, it was. I was running.
Did you have to put it on the ground?
I was running baseline, cut into the basket. My teammate passes me the ball, and I just dunked it, and I was like, oh.
Sorry about it.
I was like, yeah. But man, that shit was.
When When did you dunk? When was the first? How old were you when you dunked the first time?
The first time I dunked, I was in 8th grade. I told you my friend, introduced me to basketball. Like, I was like in PE.
Everybody tries that.
Yeah, I was like in PE. I was dunking volleyball. Right, I was dunking the volleyball. Or whatever.
That because you could palm it at that
yeah,
time?
I could palm volleyball, and I was like, oh, dang, this stuff is sick. And then I tried to dunk a basketball. I couldn't. So I was in an AAU game my freshman year. My teammate threw it off the backboard. He was threw it off the backboard, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, he just went up there and grabbed it and just dunked it. That was the first dunk I ever had.
Just a reaction.
I smashed that mug.
I'm up
dude,
here. Let's
dude.
just.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I smashed that mug. And after your first one, I swear, I think it's like literally like hitting 100. I think if I hit 100 after that, it'd be easier.
Same.
Yeah. But it's like after I dunked it, I can dunk after that, I can dunk at any point. Like I was doing stuff, I was dribbling the ball for no reason, throwing off the backboard in traffic, grabbing the ball, dunking it. I was like, this is sick. I was like, man, I'm dunking everything. And I was like, sheesh, that was.
First of all, I don't like how you laughed at the whole 100 thing.
No.
Same thing.
That's true.
What you mean? Come on. Nowadays, everybody is throwing 100. So I don't put nothing past nobody.
Did you ever have a point in the minor leagues where you were like, I wish I chose basketball?
Coming through the minor leagues, because since 2000, I didn't play 2011. I played 2012. Mm-hmm. And so when I got there, this is what I was saying. I didn't know anything. I thought I was going straight to the show. I didn't know about minor league baseball.
Legit, really. You were like,
I'm
trying to St. John's. I'll just go to the minor leagues.
And I really didn't know because I didn't know the baseball history or like what went in with baseball. Like, you know what I'm saying? I knew more about basketball. You get drafted, I'm going to league if you're in the first round, obviously, or you know what I mean? But it was like I didn't realize the road taken to get to the show.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I respect a lot of sports. I played basketball and I see the grind in basketball, but motherfuckers don't grind like baseball players.
No.
Mm-hmm.
They do not grind like baseball players.